Hi guys, welcome to Counterpoint Star Wars. My name is Connor, and today we're going to be breaking down the death of Master Zendara and the reveal of the Stranger. The Acolyte was heavily criticized when it first came out, but I think there's some gems in here worth taking a look at. In the introduction, we are told that this is set 100 years before the rise of Darth Sidious's empire, and the Jedi have ruled in peace for centuries. However, in dark corners of the galaxy, there are those who train with the Force without sanction. A lone assassin of those ranks hunts a Jedi. Let's take it from there.
Master Indara.
Yes, my child.
We have unfinished business. Attack me with all your strength.
I appreciate your courage, young warrior. I have no quarrel with you.
Attack me, Jedi.
Jedi do not attack the unarmed.
Yes, you do.
Who trained you? I have an unidentified Force user. You. What are you doing here?
I'm here to kill you.
You do not want to go down this road. This is a fight that you will not win.
A Jedi doesn't pull her weapon unless prepared to kill.
If you want a full historical breakdown of the Star Wars galaxy, I recommend you watch previous episodes, but here's what you need to know. The Force surrounds and connects all living things. People have different levels of attunement to the Force, and many have tried to study it and wield it as a weapon. Early in galactic history, there was an order of monks known as the Jedi on a secret world of Tython. There they studied the dark and light side of the Force and learned to wield it and balance it. Eventually, a civil war erupted on the planet between wielders of the light and wielders of the dark. This war cursed the planet, and the light side faction exiled themselves to a new world of Ossus. For millennia, the Jedi Order served the Galactic Republic as generals and peacekeepers. Dark Jedi rebellions happened every few millennia, but were quickly put down. In the year 7000, before the Battle of Yavin, the Dark Jedi were exiled instead of killed. They were guided by the dark side of the Force to the planet of Korriban, inhabited by the Sith species. The Sith were naturally attuned to the dark side of the Force and had a religion exactly in line with what the Dark Jedi believed about the Force. The Dark Jedi used sorcery to modify their physiology so they could mix with the Sith species and adopted the moniker of Sith. Sith became a catch-all term for the species, the religion, and the dark side practitioners who studied that religion. The Sith species became a mix of humans and the original Sith, with some of them appearing fully human and others taking on the aspect of the original indigenous beings. For millennia, the Sith waged war against the Republic, enjoying many great victories and enduring many terrible defeats. The Sith believed that the dark side of the Force was a fire, a torch that could be passed from warrior to warrior until they were unified in a glorious inferno. The Sith were hunted into near extinction in the year 1000 BBY, and the Jedi believed them gone. However, there was one last warrior standing, Darth Bane. Darth Bane did not believe the dark side of the Force was a fire, but instead venom. Sith practitioners were vessels, and the more vessels held the venom, the more diluted it became. Darth Bane began the rule of two, meaning that there were only two true Sith. All other Dark Force users were pretenders and wannabes. A Dark Lord was one who mastered as much of the Force as possible, and an apprentice was to learn and be jealous of his master's power. Should a master kill his apprentice in training, it meant the apprentice was too weak to carry on their legacy. Should an apprentice kill his master, it was only evidence of the weakness of the master, and the apprentice should take his place. In this way, Darth Bane kept the religion secret and safe, but almost forgotten. This guaranteed its legacy, and guaranteed the incredible power of any master and apprentice in the dark side of the Force. This was because the two true Sith would be the only persons in the galaxy who truly knew how to wield the dark side. This is how it was left for almost a millennia up until this sequence in the Acolyte. There are many unsanctioned Force users, but the Jedi are the peacekeepers of the galaxy. Their ancient enemies have been passed into legend, believed to be extinct. The assassin challenges Master Zendara to a fight, seeking vengeance for the Brendok massacre. This was the destruction of a witch coven that Master Zendara covered up. If you want the details of that, check out the previous episode. Some people didn't like this fight sequence, but I do think there's something cool about it. The Jedi have always been knights with monk aesthetics, and there are warrior monks throughout history. Of course, there are medieval knights who swore religious vows of poverty, chastity, and courage. But there are also the Shaolin monks whose martial art is kung fu. Jedi in this era are effectively police officers whose job is to promote galactic harmony as much as possible. Pulling a lightsaber on an opponent would be their version of a cop pulling a gun, so considering their ability to wield the Force, unarmed combat skills would give them many more options in violent encounters to subdue criminals without death or injury. Unfortunately for Master Zendara, she massively underestimates her opponent and saves a civilian at the expense of her attention. The assassin is able to plunge a knife into her heart, killing her. For this crime, Osha is arrested under suspicion of murder. She appears identical to the assassin and trained under Master Zendara and Master Soul as a Padawan at the Jedi Academy. Osha's age, attachments, and trauma from the fire that killed her family made her difficult to train, and she left the Academy 6 years prior to the murder. Osha is detained by a former friend and Academy classmate Yord. Since Osha left the Academy, Yord has become a knight and has a Padawan of his own. She picks up the conversation with him as though they were old friends and colleagues, but he has been serving as a knight for several years now and is responsible for a young charge. When Osha goes for a bag in the room to retrieve an object, Yord's hand jumps to his lightsaber. This is because Osha is catching up with a long-lost friend while Yord is investigating the murder of a powerful Jedi. This is an interesting bit of characterization. Yord detains Osha and puts her on a prisoner transport ship to Coruscant. A prison break strands Osha on an unknown planet, but the prisoners are recovered and transported via hyperspace ship jump. This is while droids look for survivors on the planet's surface. Master Soul is able to read the prisoner's mind and discovers that Osha helped him escape the doomed ship. Soul feels intuitively that she is still alive. Master Soul recovers Osha, and they both come to the conclusion that May is alive and is seeking vengeance against the Jedi for the Brendok massacre.
The Jedi live in a dream they believe everyone shares. If you attack a Jedi with a weapon, you will fail. Steel or laser are no threat to them. But an Acolyte kills without a weapon. An Acolyte kills the dream.
The Jedi live in a dream they believe everyone shares. If you attack a Jedi with a weapon, you will fail. Steel or laser are no threat to them. An Acolyte kills without a weapon. An Acolyte kills the dream. Many people took issue with this scene because they translated it literally. The stranger is speaking in riddles and contradicts Osha's reality. She's already killed one Jedi with steel, and the stranger brandishes a lightsaber, obviously a potent weapon. What the stranger wants May to think about, and us, the viewers, to think about, is how to actually defeat the Jedi. If a Sith kills a Jedi with steel or lightsaber, another Jedi simply takes their place. You can defeat a Jedi physically, but the dream that the Jedi have seduced the galaxy into lives on. This is the dream that harmony is possible, that peace is preferable, that the Republic is a just government, and that the Jedi are its virtuous heroes. This is the dream that must be killed, and if you look at the actions of Darth Sidious 1,000 years later, he succeeded in killing this dream. Sidious seduced the Jedi into war. He made them bloodthirsty generals and commanders who sacrificed their clone armies in the meat grinder. He got the galaxy to see the horrors of war and to see the violence of the Jedi perpetuate as just that: violence and power. With the dream of the Republic corrupted, Darth Sidious was able to cast the Jedi down and slaughter them, depicting them to the galaxy as villains. Many in the galaxy were either apathetic to the fall of the Jedi or actively cheered it on. The population craved the order and strength that Emperor Palpatine promised them. This is what the stranger wants May to understand. This is what the writers want us to understand. Destroy the idealism of the Jedi, and you will be able to truly defeat them. If you like this video and want to support the channel, please remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for new videos, and comment for the comment gods. Your viewership helps in the algorithm and is appreciated. If you want to take your support a bit further, please become a YouTube member or join us at patreon.com/counterpoints. Check out other videos on the channel, support our sponsors, and I'll catch you in the next one. Until victory or death.